So today, what we're going to do is I've got my good friend, Mr. Mikey Kelly. He is an exercise science magician. That was his degree. He is the onboard coach here at E3 CrossFit in Eagle, Idaho. Mike is just a wonderful guy. He helped train my son in track and field because Mike has a background in track and field and he's really good at it. And one of the things that Mike's always taught me over the past probably 6 years that we've known one another is you got to take care of yourself, dude. You got to walk into runs. You've got to actually stretch before you start lifting weights. And he saved me a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through a procession that Mike's put together that anyone can do, whether you're a single mother, whether you're 86 or you're 16 and an Ironman triathlete. These are the exercises that are going to keep you going for the long run. So, Mikey, can you kind of give a little bit of a background about you? So I don't want to mess some of that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speak up now.
Went to college in Washington. Ran track and field for 4.5 years. Left there. Been a personal trainer on and off the last 10 years. Recently, about a year ago, became a CrossFit trainer after training CrossFit for 2.5 years. I really enjoyed the philosophy and what it was about. I've been a high school track and field coach for the last 6 years. I've really enjoyed that, from coaching long jump to pole vault. Coaching, training, helping people reach their goals has always just been a passion of mine. So it's fun to be out here with Troy today, and let's have some fun.
And Mike's one of those guys that's not too obsessive. He drinks lots of micro brews, dates pretty women, gets out every weekend, goes out into the hills. So Mike's a great guy, and I'm excited to have him as part of the team. And so with that, Mike, you want to runs through, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're going to start off with the PVC pipe. We're going to work on our shoulders. We're going to warm up our shoulders, making sure you keep your arms straight. So if you have bad mobility, we're going to have a wide grip here, coming straight back and straight forward. If this is easy enough and you can come all the way back to your back, let's move your hands in a little bit. The more you move your hands in, it's going to get a lot tougher coming back. So as you get back there, so if you end up having to bend your arms, then that's not what we want. We want to make sure your arms stay straight and locked out as we're coming through here, going through that full range of motion as we're coming through. So do a couple more of those. Just working on that mobility in the shoulder. Next,
so with these, Mike, what do you know what gauge this PVC is?
This is probably a quarter inch PVC. Three quarter inch PVC to a 1 inch PVC pipe.
And how long is it?
About 4 feet. You can get it anywhere from, you can cut it yourself or have Lowe's cut it. PVC pipe comes in 10 feet increments and you can get it cut. It's like $4 for a 10-foot piece of PVC.
And you believe that this is something that everybody should have in their house, whether they're a CrossFitter or they just want to...
Absolutely. You can do a lot of phenomenal things with PVC, from working on mobility to stretching, everything. So let's go. We're going to do either crazy kayakers or single arm over here. Same thing, working on keeping those arms straight as we're coming through.
Oh, man.
All the way up. Now, once again, if you can't come all the way back down to your chest and your back, let's just keep it up high as you're coming here. If you can't get that full range of motion, that's fine. Main thing is keeping those arms straight. We don't want to do this because you're not getting any stretch out of your arms. So if you can only go this far, that's fine. And then slowly work it coming lower and lower, so you can go all the way back, touching all the way back and all the way forward. Now keep in mind that I want to stay completely tight in my chest. I don't want to relax. So I want to drop that chest and squeeze my core as we're coming through, so that you're getting that full stretch in there. So we don't want to be completely coming around here. We want to keep our body tight. There you go, Troy, just like that. Nice. All right, did we switch directions?
I've done it several times.
Perfect.
That way.
All right, so now we're going to rest the PVC on our back. We're going to now move down to our hamstrings a little bit. We're going to do a couple good mornings. So with the good mornings here, we're bending at the hip, so pushing our butt back here, and then bending at the hip and coming back through.
So knees are bent?
Yep, so bent knees, so slight bend in the knees. There you go, bend at the hip, push that butt back. There you go, and coming back up. So you'll feel a big stretch in your hamstring here. We don't want to have our legs locked out. We have that slight bend and pushing our butt back as we're coming through.
Do these shorts make my butt look big?
Honestly. There we go, get a few in there. Now another thing is keep your feet planted. So we don't want to rock back on our heels as we're coming through. Make sure that our feet are planted. We're just pushing that back. You don't have to go all the way down. We want to keep that back straight as we're coming up. So yeah, generally just about halfway down.
And the knees being bent. I remember I used to straighten my legs, and it's
always keep your knees bent.
completely different game when you.
All right, after that, let's get a few body twists in there. Once again, loosening up that back. We just stretched out those hamstrings and that lower back a little bit. We're just gonna get a nice little stretch in there here. Coming up on one foot, so you're twisting, other foot.
Wrong feet there. There we go.
There it is. There it is. You're getting there. You're almost there.
Look at that.
All right. We're gonna
Coordination work too.
Yep. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our arms a little bit more. So we're gonna put the PVC pipe on our back. We're gonna get a grip here, and we're gonna actually pull down. So if you see how it's pulling up, we're stretching out the shoulder and the tricep here as we're coming down. So just pull straight down. You get that elbow pointing up. There you go. Yep. Just like that. Get your hands a little closer on that bar. There you go. Pull.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Exactly. Really working on stretching out right here. Getting that in there. There it is. Yeah, and just hold it there. Perfect. All right. So now after that, we're going to come out here on our forearm. So just hold on to that. Yep. So right under the elbow here. So now we're stretching out. Once again, work on the mobility in our shoulder. That's what we're lifting up here. Yep.
Wow.
Push out a little further out in your elbow.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Now pull up.
Ooh.
There it is. And this is just really working on your range of motion and mobility. A lot of people they don't stretch out their shoulders ever.
No,
so a lot of people you'll see here. So working, getting as flat as you can with this as we're coming up.
Ooh.
Excellent. All right. We're going to switch those arms back. So now you're going to have your left arm on top. You're going to grab it down with your right. Pulling down. There we go. Getting good on the shoulders and that tricep. All right. Let's bring that out on the arm.
I don't know if I like these, bro.
Yeah, mobility is painful, but it helps out a lot.
Well, I think that's the thing that, when I started really stretching and working on the mobility, just my back stopped aching so much, shoulders started, except crossed over the 4-0, man. It's not just a cliche, man. If you don't take care of yourself.
Is that why you're wearing black today?
That's right.
Wear the black balloons.
Mm-hmm. That was a long time ago. Wow, that really pulls.
Yeah, excellent. All right. So now we're going to move. We're going to continue working our shoulders. So I want your left hand on top. What I want you to do is I want you to push your head down and sort of push again. So you're going to pull with your top hand and you're going to push with your lower. Get a little bend in that pull. Just push your head down.
What are we stretching?
So you're starting to stretch our back now, our lat. So here on our side here as we're coming through.
Oh.
We're really getting that stretch and hold
My
that down there.
bottom arm is the one lat that's getting it.
So, yeah, push straight. Now what I want you to do with that, I want you to push to your right. There you go. So now you should
Now it's
feel
the shoulder.
Yep, so now you should really feel it on your shoulder. Bend your knees a little bit.
Left shoulder and left lat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your left shoulder, left flat as you're coming through here. We should really be feeling that.
Wow.
Push your head down. Head down. There it is. All right. Let's come back to middle. Switch your hands. Let's put the right hand on top now. Push straight down in the middle. Get your feet a little closer for me, Troy. There you go. Push that. There it is. Push that head down.
Wow. Stretch it, stretch it.
All right. Now let's push to the left side of your body.
Wow, that like hits the shoulder in ways that.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
So now we can set that down. We're going to start stretching without that. We're going to big lunge step out. Now drop that back knee. Now I want you to push forward with your hips.
Oh,
There it is. Yep. So you're gonna. I want you to start. Yep. By pushing, starting up high, we're working on that back hip with the knee that's down. That's the hip flexor we're working on right now. Stretching out. So we're coming through. There you go. Nice. Stay there and hold it. All right. So now what I'm going to have you do is put your hands down. I want you to turn that front toe out slightly. and I want you to try and push that knee outside of that ankle. There you go. Now your front hip, I want you to try and push down now. So you should be feeling that more in that front hip now. Now make sure, I have my hand on here to keep my big toe down. I don't want my big toe coming up on the side here right now. We're just pushing that knee out. Now if you have the mobility to get down on your elbows, go for it. I'm not quite there yet. I'm close, I'm about an inch away. But for this, just making sure we keep our back straight and everything. We don't want to be rolling over here, keeping everything tight. There we go. All right, we're gonna scoot back under our heel. So hop up on this knee, point that toe up. There it is, get that stretch there. If you can touch your toe, great. If not, grab right below the knee and pull that body down. You should be feeling a good stretch in your hamstring now.
Listen to my calf, man.
Yeah, you'll feel it in the calf. It's having this stretch. You should feel it right behind the knee too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, excellent.
Good stuff.
All right, we're gonna switch these legs up. All right, once again, starting off up high, really pushing that back hip down. So yep, come forward with that knee. There you go. Should feel that in that front, that back hip flexor.
Hip flexor, quad, all 9 yards.
Oh yeah, we'll get it all.
And what is the hip flexor? What's the benefit to doing this with your hip flexor?
Well, hip flexors involved in pretty much everything with your legs, between running, squats, jumps, you know, walking uphill, downhill. The hip flexor is the one. If you hurt your hip flexor, you'll always hear it. Let's go down.
And if
push that knee out.
Your hip flexors also, like if they're tight, can affect your back, right?
Oh yeah.
And low back.
Yeah, if your hip flexor's too tight, yeah, you'll have, I mean, my hip flexors were hurt and I have to have it's hurt bugging my quads as well. So making sure those hip flexors are extremely stretched out is very important. All right, let's straighten that leg out.
Sometimes stretching, it's just not a pleasant feeling.
No, it gets you.
Yeah.
And that's generally why people spend so much time avoiding stretching, because it does hurt. But the benefits of stretching are very good. You have a lot of great benefits of stretching. All right, we're gonna come down and squat down, pushing those knees out, keeping that chest up. So don't wanna see the chest down. So if your chest is down, let's widen those feet out a little bit. And if you have to be all the way up here starting out, that's fine. Slowly working on squatting down and keeping that chest completely up. There you go.
Keeping the monkey chest.
Yeah. All right. So we just finished some dynamic. Now we're gonna
Dynamic.
Or no, static. Sorry, we just finished static. Let me get that. We're gonna move to some dynamic. So now with dynamic, we're gonna be moving so you can set the sticks down. So basically, we're using the poles here, but you guys can use a door jamb, whatever you guys want. We're gonna start off with just some leg swings. So coming through. Now with the leg swings, you're coming up. What we don't want to see is you twisting your body with here. So you're coming straight back and straight forward. So if you can't get too high, that's fine. But really work on trying to keep that leg straight as we're coming up, slightly coming up on your toe to get that. Once again, just warming up those legs. This is where track always came into play.
You got some cool track warm-ups, brother. I still got the videos from you and Carson.
Oh, that's right. All right, switch legs.
It's just loosening up the hips.
Yep, just now. So now we went through the stretches, all the static stuff. Now we're going to loosen up a little bit more. So we're coming through here. All right. So now next, as you just grab on the end, we're going to do side to side. So we're coming out and to the front. So now with this is a big one here. It doesn't matter where we're coming here, but we don't want to swing our hip all the way back out here. So we want to try and keep it straight, coming up in front of us. There you go. Point that toe a little more forward. That toe on the ground, there it is. Excellent. All right, let's switch that leg.
Awkward movement.
Yep. But once again, just working on the range of motion, the flexibility, which will help you in squats,
Feel that in the,
lunges, everything that you do.
yeah, I'm feeling parts of my hips I haven't felt in a while. Or ever.
Right? All right. So last thing we're gonna do right now is just warming up the legs. We're gonna do some squats, some air squats. So what I like to look for as we squat down is coming full range of motion, getting our hips below our knees here, and making sure our chest is, I don't want to see coming down here. A lot of people don't have that mobility. So if you have once again a door jamb or something, you can come here, making sure you stand on your heels and you can come down. Now you don't have to worry about falling forward. You have a little grip here and you can stand up. Now this is still working. Obviously it's not working as much as an air squat, but you do 25 or 30 of these, you're still gonna feel
Right.
a great burn. So just come in here nice and easy until you can come down without it. There you go. So do 15
So
of
this
those.
is a great, like, body weight home workout.
Yes,
Like, you don't need a gym membership. Like, literally, like you say, you do 25 of these things correctly,
exactly.
it's a workout.
And that's something we'll get into later on. This is still just warm up, making sure you stand up all the way up top. So when you come down, we don't want to stop our progress here. We want to come all the way to the top, making sure you're squeezing your butt at the top.
One of these.
Yeah, one of those. Coming all the way up. There it is.
So just
Excellent.
clenching the glutes.
Yep, squeeze the
Back at the
glutes at
top.
the top. Perfect.
So all those ladies and boys. Have that top
Definitely
round.
work out. You can always tell when someone squats.
Yeah.
Perfect, just like that. So that's the basic nice light warm up right there. And then what we can do from
Nice.
there is, move into, lighter workouts and stuff that we've spent the whole time warming up, from push-ups to, maybe dips, squats, lunges, a bunch of those other movements
That's awesome.
that we just spent the last 10, 15 minutes warming up. So.
Warming up for. And if you didn't get a workout or don't get a workout after that warm up, that warm up's kind of a workout.
It is. Especially starting out. You feel it. If you're not breathing hard, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, that was cool.
So-
And that's the thing, Mikey. I appreciate you
Absolutely.
showing this stuff, because these are the things that a lot of people have become very sedentary. And so these types of things will give you the mobility and keep you from getting injured as you progress into more intense workouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Well, thank you. It's exactly every little bit helps. Doing a little bit is better than doing nothing. Regardless of,
Sure.
if you just do this warm up 5 days a week, you're gonna be a lot better in 4 weeks than you were if you weren't doing it. You're gonna have a lot more mobility, a lot more strength. You're gonna have more energy. So just doing a little bit, starting out, it's a big step. So
Good stuff. I feel
Yeah.
amazing. High
Well,
five.
thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was fun.